All right, we're going to turn back to our local news and the Pleasant Valley School District. 1 month from today, students and staff will be back in class for the first day of school. But many of you have asked us about the ongoing $30 million construction project at Peavy's High School. So here to give us an update is Pleasant Valley Superintendent Brian Strews. Brian, thank you so much for being here with us.
Thank you, Shelby.
All right, 1 month out, how you feeling about the new school year?
You know, with any construction, there's always little nerves that come along with it.
Oh yeah, I can imagine. I mean, the summer just feels like it's flown by. But let's talk about that construction. It started in March of 2024. Is it still on the timeline to be finished up by November?
Yeah, there's 2 phases actually of the construction project. Phase 1 will be opening up hopefully on August 25th, which is the first day kids will be arriving to school. And that would be for the 27 classrooms that we're adding on, plus some visitor areas for our Spartan Stadium. Phase 2 is the cafeteria, which you're seeing a lot of pictures of that look from the front of the school like we have a long way to go. That's going to be completed in November.
Okay, so where are the kids going to eat?
Great question. So on the first floor, we have 9 classrooms that we have not put the center walls in. So the plan is for the students to eat in those 9 classrooms, and that's where we'll have it until we move in November.
And when you say 27 classrooms that you're hoping will be done by the first day of school, I mean, that seems like a lot. What if something happens and they're not ready till September?
So what we'll do a real quick change, and we'll basically keep everybody in the classrooms that we have currently right now, and we'll have to just move kids around to make sure we have every single classroom being used to max capacity.
Okay, so you're saying no matter what, you have room for all the kids at the Peavy High School?
Yes, we will make it work.
All right, well, what does it look like right now when you walk through parts of the school?
Yeah, right now, as of this morning, actually, we're putting the carpet on the 2nd floor. First floor is pretty well done. So it's really just kind of the finishing touches, but there's a long way to go from cleaning and some, electrical type things that have to be completed yet.
Are you happy with the way that the construction has progressed this summer?
Very much so. I mean, the rain could go away at any time right now because it's kind of slowing our parking lot down. But overall, it's progressing on schedule. We hope to be ready for that August 25th date.
Well, let's talk about what's going to be upgraded. You mentioned a little bit about it. What's going to be changing when it comes to the athletic side of things that people will notice when they come and visit sporting events?
Yeah, so when you walk into Spartan Stadium, first of all, on the visitor side, there'll be a new concession stand, new restrooms, a visitor locker room as well, and then a big kind of a concrete area where everybody can kind of hang out. And if you're sitting on the home side, when you look at the stadium, the stairwells will be lit up with 2 very large Spartan logos going up and down from the top floor to the bottom floor, so we're excited for that too.
And these new classrooms, are they all within a genre, like all STEM classrooms?
Actually, of the 27, 22 will be general classrooms, education classrooms. 5 of them will be science, and 1 specifically for physics.
You know, I'm remembering even like a few years ago when you and I were walking through the school and pointing out, yep, in a couple years, we're going to take down this, we're going to have a whole new cafeteria. I mean, now that you're finally here, what does it feel like?
You know, it's pretty amazing. Time goes by very, very fast. When you're doing construction projects, it goes slow at times too, but we're very excited what it offers for our staff and our students. Space is definitely a big piece when we have about 1,800 kids in our high school, and we needed the extra space.
Yeah, let's talk about that. What was the what was the moment that made you say, okay, these upgrades, $30 million, we need to do this? Yeah,
it just got to the point where we were sharing a lot of classrooms, so teachers may not have their own classrooms. They're going from classroom to classroom. That drives at the cafeteria space, putting 400 plus kids in a cafeteria at one time. All that we need the space, and that's really what was the driving force behind it.
Well, you've been a busy man this summer. Besides the high school construction, you guys are also upgrading some of the playgrounds at the elementary schools around town, and you have plans for a brand new school coming up by the TBK Bank Sports Complex. Yeah. I mean, how does the district sustain this sort of growth as PV sees such an explosion of students?
Yeah, it really comes back to the vision, long-term vision we've had for our district for a number of years, trying to watch our enrollment growth. We still have 2 more elementary schools we can add on to before having to create another elementary school. But you're right, and we're going to have an addition on our high school for CTE, or Family Consumer Science as well, Industrial Technology, and then one of our elementary schools we're going to be adding on to here in probably about another year from now.
So what does that tell the district? I mean, what does that mean for your long-term plans?
You know, I think overall we're just very excited for where we can go and where the future can take us. We know we have the ground available for a future school, but we're excited. We're always excited when kids come through the door on the first day of school, and we'll be ready for them.
All right. Any big plans for the first day?
No, it is just welcome everybody. Yeah. Big smile on our face, telling the kids we're glad to have them back, and let's start learning again.
I love it. Brian, thank you so much for taking time out of your day and coming and dropping by today.
Thank you very much.
For you guys at home, like we mentioned in our first half hour, if you want to help out as students head back to school all across the QCA, you can join our school supply drive this Wednesday. Just bring things like glue sticks, notebooks, pencils, and folders to our station in Moline. We have a full list of needed supplies at WQAD.com.